This is the That Damn Ziggy show with That Damn Ziggy, and this is what do I call you?
Well, my name is Sydney B, but everybody knows me as Sydney Escada. Everybody.
Yeah, where did the Escada come from?
Well, you know what? Like, it was a situation where there was a lot of different social medias out, and I was just trying to have different names. So on all of those, like on Kick, it was like Cindy Fendi, and on Snapchat, it's like Sydney_Bottega.
Okay.
And then on Instagram, it's like Sydney_Escada. So it's like some of my favorite brands. But everybody, it just stuck. So everybody's like,
yeah,
hey,
Sydney
Escada.
Yeah. Nah, low key, that's your name in my life. Your name is Sydney Escada, the model plug. So, yeah. So, all right. So, I'm glad we got that introduction out the way. So, they can find you on IG at Sydney.
Well, now. Going through that, I had to change my Instagram.
Oh, wow.
But we'll get into that a little bit later. But it is at _BIG_Escada. So just Big Escada.
Okay. So, for those that don't know you, what would you tell them you do? Because from what I saw, you were queen of all trades.
Yes.
And so, I'm a jack of all trades. So I gotta kudos for you for that. But what trades do you do?
Okay, so I call myself the Jackie Brown.
Okay, I see it. Okay, flexing in.
Yeah, so I have a lot of different hats. Right now, I like the most, like, I'm a facilitator right now. So it's just kind of like I facilitate all types of situations. I'm known as a creative director or director in Dallas, where I put together music videos. I come up with concepts, treatments for different videos. I facilitate and manage those sets and videos. I, sometimes build those props. I have people that build props with me, my partners and stuff like that, when we build sets.
Okay.
And then, I have a slew of different girls that I built relationships with over the past, 2 to 3 years, that I can call on to, help with videos, to help with models and concepts and things like that. So basically, like I said, I facilitate. I make your job easier, whether you're a photographer or artist, makeup artist, hairstylist, a brand. You need a commercial. You need a 30-second promo on Instagram. I do all of those things.
Damn. You wasn't lying. Shit, that's a whole lot of shit. Damn. You might got me beat. Fuck, I thought I was doing something special. Shit. Nigga over here making props and shit, blowing shit up and shit. Let me find out.
I'm just saying.
So, how did you get into it? Like, because, to say you're a creative director out here nowadays really doesn't take much. Right. I'm sorry, that was a jab at all the rest of them. I'm just saying. I know some creative directors that ain't really directing shit.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there. We're not here to talk negative. But
right.
But how did you get into it? Like, and how did you, what I'm saying? Obviously, I know the relationships with the girls kind of, just as you go along. Mm-hmm. But how did the building, props, and stages, sets, and how did all that come about? Like, because you seem like you would be a model.
Well, that's so funny that you say that, because it started out like when I graduated from high school, probably 18, 19, one of my old classmates asked me to model for her in her model house at that time, and I was like, should I model? I had been looking at magazines all my life, Teen Vogues and stuff, and I thought, could I be or could I not be? And I always was so hard on myself until she just kind of threw me out there. Then when I got out there, it was just kind of like a situation where she was kind of like the management. And from that, I was getting some bookings, but some things just weren't working out, and I was just wondering why, I wasn't being selected, or why I wasn't the best model that there was. So at that particular time, it was subjecting me to a lot of different rejections, so I didn't like that. And
I was going to say shit. Rejection is not something niggas want to take. Niggas be like, man, fuck this shit. I'm out. I ain't doing this shit no more.
Exactly. And I didn't. And it wasn't that I was insecure or anything like that. It was just like I wanted to work. My friends were working and getting booked and stuff, and I was wondering why I wasn't. And alongside that, it was a situation where I started to say, hey, can I, why do I use this color background? Or why don't we use flowers instead of this? Or can I wear this instead of that? And they were telling me basically like, no, you're a model, so you just need to
just
be
model.
a model. And so I was like, I don't like that neither. I don't like how y'all talking to me right now. So
see, I kind of like inquisitive people though, like that. Like you were trying to learn, and for the hating ass photographers or videographers that was bullshit.
Well,
I
learned that that just really wasn't my place as a model. It
Really?
was my place to come on set where there may have been another creative director or there may have been another person that did the concept, and I say, hey, why don't we do this or why don't we do that?
But I mean, you know, as a creative director was on set, they should have came out and said, hey, no, this is what we were going for. This is this, that, and the third. Instead of you are just a model. Don't worry about it. Like that's just like you working at McDonald's, motherfucker. You know why the fry? We need to add more salt on the fries. Nah, nigga, you just a register, nigga. Stay in your place and take an order, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like. He trying to help. You trying to help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I just can't stand that shit. Like, because I ask questions when I'm in the studio. Like, the biggest thing for me is learning how to, like, mix and do stuff like that. Like, not necessarily learning to take their job, but just learning if I ever have to do something without them, I can do it. It ain't no fucking missteps on it. Like, hey, this is actually what he used on my voice last time. You know, whatever the case may be. Can we keep it to that same thing? There's nothing wrong with that. Like, to me, I think that's actually, I want people like that because people like that can, if the creative director falls sick or fucking, you know, car accident, for God, my model can do that shit. Like, hey, you know how to direct? Hold on, come here. And I ain't got to pay her technically because, you know what I'm saying? She already there. Yeah, shit, she already got paid. Shit. I ain't got to pay her no extra. I mean, you know, obviously I can, but I mean, I don't have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't like that.
Well, it was a situation where I figured out that just wasn't the place that I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And to be respectful and to kick ass in the way I know I can, I just said, okay, then I'm going to come over here and then I'm going to do this. And from that, I just began to, a lot of people, and I tell my girls and a lot of the women that I talk to and stuff like that, that are kind of like really, really hard on themselves, is I tell them that I've built my whole empire not off of rejection, but I've built it off of pain and rejection. I've built it off of trauma, certain situations that I've been through that I didn't want to, it's not that I didn't want to deal with the trauma, but I dove headfirst into these things and manifesting all of the things that everybody has seen in the past 2 to 3 years that it just kind of like took off. Yeah. So from people telling me, no, you can't do this, you can't do this, I said, you know what? And that's where my model came in that, you know, if you don't fit, create that shit. Yeah. So it's just kind of like, if I didn't fit in it, then I'm going to create where I fit, and then I'll allow people into it, or I'll figure out. Yeah, the right people will come in. Yeah, I'll control the narrative. So that's what's up. Then I began to do my own photo shoots. I didn't have models. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know clothes. So in the beginning of all of my photo shoots, I was probably naked. Like if you go back to my page, I don't have a lot of clothes on. Sit out there, butt ass naked. Just take a picture. Just take a picture, nigga. Just point the camera and shoot, nigga. I'll get it right. I'll figure out. And it was. Well, I had paint, so I got paint. So I painted myself. So people started looking at that, and people started seeing those photo shoots, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, that's dope. She knows like what she doing, and she can model, and you know." So from there, I just started building up my network. I started putting my feet to the ground, and I started going around to different designers in different places in Dallas, and texting them and calling them, and just telling them my mission and what it is that I'm trying to do. And they felt like that was really something that was transparent and real and genuine, and then they've been by my side ever since then. Nice. So. What's the biggest accomplishment you've gotten so far with doing the creative? Have you done any, like, I know you do music videos, photo shoots, everything like that, but have you done anything bigger, like something that you're super proud of so far, like that, you know what I'm saying? Nothing to discredit any other stuff, but one of your biggest. I'll give you probably like my top three, I'll say my top 3 or top 4 moments. I'll say one of my top 4 was one of my past photo shoots that I did. I found like me and my partner Rich, we found a bomb place here in Dallas where everybody thinks we went somewhere else, but we just like I said, put our feet to the ground, and we found this Asian kind of themed place, but it was really a temple. Yeah. And so we did a photo shoot there, and I've always wanted to do like things that are not like what everybody else does. My mind automatically goes to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Yeah. I hope I don't offend anybody. Nah, yeah, you good shit. I was about to say, I was getting ready to say, what y'all do, the little Asian dresses, the Kung Fu grip, what y'all do? Yeah. So I had models up on ladders. They were like balancing on ladders and stuff like that, but we took the ladders out and post edited, and it looks like they're flying and fighting each other. That's dope. It's like a really, really cool image. That was the first time that the photo shoot actually came out, like how it. I seen that shot. Yeah, and it was that shit is so dope. Did Nikon take that? He was one of the photographers there, but the person that did the stuff in post That was another.
Oh, okay.
photographer.
My
That
bad.
was
My
another
bad.
photographer.
Shout out to Nikon.
Yes, that's my brother. And
Okay.
so from that one, that was the one that was really good because that came out like how I wanted it in my head. It blew me away. Then another one is going to be working with Asian, probably being her creative director and road manager for a little bit.
Okay.
I got to experience a lot of different things. I got to.
Wow.
Yeah, I got to Blue New Jersey for a short period of time with her, and go on the road with her and just kind of see what press runs and a lot of different things were like in New York. So that was really cool.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm from New York City. Yeah.
Oh, I ain't like it, but it was cool.
What?
But I didn't really have time to explore because I was really doing everything. What kind of shit?
What? Wait a minute. The first thing I ever heard say that you don't like New York. Like, I was like, especially visiting, like, what? But it makes sense because you was just busy working.
Man, New York got me fucked up. They had.
Whoa. Don't slander my city now, okay?
Hold on. You in the D now.
Yeah,
they Ubers, fam. Cost like $90 and like that's blasphemous.
No, that's not. I mean, it's blasphemous here.
Yes.
It's blasphemous here, but if you go to Cali, it's 90 and above, just like they weather.
You know what? I gotta run.
Shit. I'm just telling you because I've seen it myself. I've been to both coasts and visiting, and things like this.
We stayed on the other side of the George Washington Bridge, so to cross that bridge every day.
Oh, that shit is terrible.
That's horrible. So
that's a horrible spot. Yeah.
But
hey, don't blame us for that. That was y'all picking. Nigga, hold up, wait a minute.
But that was a good time. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about working with artists, female artists and stuff like that.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would do it again. I'll most definitely do it again. It allows for you to be able to meet a lot of different people that you wouldn't necessarily meet just by yourself.
Right.
I was able to meet Angela Yee. I was able to go to lip service and go to a lot of different brands and style houses and meet different designers and people that work there.
So, I have a question. Since you brought up road manager and Angela Yee and a couple other things, I gotta ask you about. I ain't trying to interrupt you, but
go ahead.
Before I forget these, because a nigga be smoking this shit. What is the difference between a road manager and a manager, artist manager? Period.
So, an artist manager is going to handle all of your business affairs and getting you the points of contacts and getting you those bookings that you need and getting you those shows and talking to those people, negotiating the pay and all of those different types of things. So the paperwork, the contracts, speaking for you.
Right.
Then you need somebody where their manager is still working for you. You need somebody that's going to be able to go with you while you're on this tour bus. And while you're on this tour bus, I need you to get up at this time. I need you to be on this bus at this time. I need you to get to sound check. I need to make sure I have all of the point of contact so I can make sure that you had a DJ. I manage the DJ as well, so it's just kind of like I have to make sure they're both where they need to be at the time. Make sure that all of their stuff is set up there, and just make sure that everything goes copacetic while they're on the road with these bookies. And I also pick up the check.
Sound like a great babysitter right now.
That is what that is. That is literally what.
Yeah, I need you to wake up now.
Yes.
Wake! Don't make me come back 5 minutes later. Nigga, get up. No, that's
running through the airport.
Yeah, I was about to say, Oh my God, and I know, and you dealing with rappers and DJs, shit, them niggas always late.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. We missed some flights.
Yeah. That's why you hate New York. You nigga was stuck on the airport. That's why LaGuardia is terrible. Trust me, I know. I done slept in the benches and seats. Them shit is terrible.
I had like 2 big, huge suitcases, and I was just like, oh my gosh. It was a good time. And it was just interesting. But that's the difference between a road manager. So I was there for her.
Like on the road and everything too.
Yeah, when she did festivals and different things like that. So somebody there for her where her manager can't be there.
I got you. Yeah, because usually like the road manager only handles like 1 or 2 clients at a time.
Exactly.
And the manager can handle like 6, 7.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. Okay. And that's why he or she is not able to be at every appearance,
spot.
every place that you're supposed to be at. So I go there. I get like I said, at the end when everything is done, so the artist doesn't have to say, "Hey, where's my money?" I go and pick that up, and then I disperse that.
Damn, that's what's up. So like, all right. So now to Angela Yee, you were on lip service.
Well, Angela was on lip service. So I had to get her. A press run is where they have a full day of press.
Yeah.
Where they have interviews, they have oh my gosh, it's slipping my mind. They may have like different fittings and things like that.
Pop-ups, photo shoots,
all of those
different
things. So that day, we had like V-files, we had we had another, I forgot, hip hop. It wasn't Hip Hop Weekly. It was something else.
Hip Hop DX or something like that.
Yeah, it was some white boys. I forgot what I forgot what their name is.
Some white boys,
but they're popular though. And then we had to do lip service, and then I forgot one more place. But that was a real interesting conversation because not conversation, a situation because Angela Yee's like office was or the place where they were. It was like half of this. It was like.
Oh yeah, that's $1,000 a month right there.
And it's like just this little section in here. So it's like 12 people in this room and we all like this just standing in the room.
So is Angela Yee as bad as they say? Like, does she really? Because people really be dogging her, and I think she's smarter than she puts on. I think she be feeding into it because I've seen like if you listen to podcasts or watch podcasts? Mm-hmm. You ever heard of Earn Your Leisure?
I haven't heard of that one.
All right, so Earn Your Leisure is like they're really big into like stocks, entrepreneurship, all that shit like that. But it's like black run, black owned. They want, right, and they teach you as they go along, and it's dope. But they had her on there, and I was amazed because I was like, why the fuck did they have Angela Yee on? Because she talk about relationship shit, and she's a good interviewer when it comes to sex and relationships and shit like that. But she be asking some really dumb ass questions on 105.1. I'm just 1,000, but she was fucking smart as shit. So it's like, to me, like, does she bring that off to you when you met her, or like?
Well, when I met her, she was cordial. She was really nice. I
haven't seen the interview with Asian. I just wanted to
I had a short minute to kind of network with her. From the vibe that I got from her, it seemed like when she was in there, when she was talking about that's the topic for when she's in that room,
right?
And when she's talking to that artist, and that's what lip service is.
Okay.
But when she removes herself from lip service and she comes out of there, then it's just who she is.
Okay.
Where maybe that she likes talking about sucking dick up. That's what they be talking about. I'm trying to tell you.
Do it. No, I know. I've listened to lip service and I was like, wow, I can't listen to this no more.
They was asking her so many questions on there. I was like, ooh, I did not brief you.
Yeah,
I
should
have told you.
Yeah, you got to be careful on lip service. You might fuck around and walk out talking about blowjobs and Gulag 3000s and niggas don't even know what the fuck them shit. What is that? Yeah, I'll take one of those. What is that? A shot? No, nigga, that's not real chill.
She seemed real chill and real calm to where if I was to hear an interview where she sounded really smart talking about stocks, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Because also when I see her getting people ass, or when it may be a situation where she's trying to defend herself, I can tell that she's able to defend herself like she needs to.
Oh yeah, no doubt. She's still I think she's a New Yorker or a Jersey, one of the two. She still got that gutter in her. I think people sleep on that part of it, but I do think they play into that. Like, I think she plays into that on a radio show.
Yeah, I believe that she does. I think that you have to in order to be on. To be on lip service, because everybody don't want to talk about that every day. I mean, not every day, but everybody that's not a person 24/7. That may be one of your cousins or something like that, or somebody, but I don't know. In that type of role,
porn stars and shit.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Tiana Trump, like she talk about that all day.
Whew. I mean, since you brought her up, I mean, I was watching her the other night.
I cannot.
Hey, I'm just trying to see. She said she's trying to pop it open for that stimmy check. I'm like, shit, I don't need this little stimmy. Let me see what she's talking about. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I just want the head though. I ain't trying to beat. I know them walls is blown. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is what you're gonna get on Ziggy. This is what you're gonna get from Ziggy at all times. Shout out to her for real, cause man. So what is what is coming for you in the future as far as like, what is the company name first off?
So my company's name is Billionaires Concept. So billionaires comes from two words, and that's billionaire and heiress. So billionaires, that just means that any woman that is worthy can be next up for the throne if she works hard for it.
Amen.
If she puts in work and if she's self-made, the seat is up for the taking.
Facts.
So I just want to convey that message to all of the women that I meet or that I run across. Yeah. So that's number one. People be like, billionaires, or I'll be like, no, it's billionaires.
I got you. Okay.
Like the girl version of billionaire.
I won't fuck that up no more, because I sure was like, this nigga billionaire is business and business, Nah, yeah, so I will not fuck that up no more. Niggas, look, because you touched on the show too, nigga, don't fuck it up. No.
Right? Billionaires Concepts And then I have the Billionaires Babes. So those are all my girls. Those are the girls that I've built relationships with over these past 2 to 3 years. They have done several jobs for me, whether they got paid, whether they, got to meet Young Dolph or other celebrities, or, they had to come and they had to do something for trade. It's just a situation where those who show up and show out and work hard for me, I work hard for them and try to pour into them and build them up. It's not so much about modeling anymore that I want it to be about in the future. I want it to be about more of a foundation, because talking to all of these girls in the community, I see that there's a need for more of a support and foundation for them mentally than it is, getting them booked or getting them these jobs, because they can get those things themselves. By social media taking on the way that it does, things going viral. All they have to do is post and do different things to interact, and they can get a booking. So for me, it's more so, how do you protect yourself in these bookings? How do you stay happy when you're not getting booked? It's just how are you saving your money from when you're getting these bookings and you're wanting to do different things for yourself and for your dreams. And then being there when they have problems or when they are feeling depressed and things like that, and having someone to talk to or having a mentor.
Do you deal with that a lot with the girls? Like, because I feel like that's a conversation that, like, you have to be really in check to have with, one, yourself, and two, with somebody else that, some women may feel like, you're not in my shoes, you don't know, you know what I mean? And, like, ego comes into play sometimes. So is that like a conversation that you have to have on a regular basis, or is that just kind of like one of those things, like, it pops up, so it's popped up enough where you're like, you know what, this is something that needs to happen, you know what I mean? Like, because of what you went through, basically.
It's both.
Okay.
It pops up, and then it's something that I feel like, from my experiences and just life period, it just needs to be, from working with a lot of girls in the industry and things like that, and then being around them, witnessing other people's favorite artists in the industry behind the scenes, and seeing the sadness, and seeing just like that it's not what you think that it is.
Yeah.
That the most important thing is the foundation. A lot of people don't have parents. A lot of people don't have homes. A lot of people don't have happy places to come to.
Right.
They're out here in the streets. They're out here on Instagram. They're out here doing these photo shoots because they're trying to make a better situation for themselves. So for me, it's a situation where I've come to a lot of hard heads where they are, tough on the exterior. They may not want to listen to me. They've been out here, they may not have had a good relationship with their mother. She may not be present at all.
Right.
So when I come through, they're like, I've taken care of myself my whole life. So what is it that you? But luckily God has blessed me to be able to have worked with all of these different artists for my resume and for my work to speak for itself. So when I do begin to present myself and also speak intelligently, they believe me.
Yeah.
And also whenever I talk to them, I come from a really, really genuine place.
Yeah.
And I'm not scared to tell my bad part first.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say, this is what happened to me. I got burned, or this is what happened, or whatever the case may be, so they can feel comfortable with talking to me about it. And then the relationship just grows from there. Then I find them at my house, we talking, and I'm cooking, and we eating, and we talking about possibly...
Oh, you cooking?
Yeah. They gotta eat. We gotta eat. They gotta...
the rumor is models don't eat. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was gonna say, they saying that's a lie. That is a goddamn lie. They eat more than me. All y'all eat more than... We all eat the same, because we all eat.
Yeah, facts.
Every time we go around, we like, where the food at?
Right. Yeah.
So that's one of the things that's the most important thing to me right now, and that's where it's going in the future, towards nonprofits, towards just a way for me to go out and outreach in the community and get different girls, build them up and mold them, and one of my models for the babes is a sisterhood of the self-made, because it's not where I want to make you, it's not where I want to go out here and be your manager. It's just kind of like a situation where
put you in the right position to grow,
guide you and navigate you. You can do it yourself, like I've done it.
See, that's dope. I like that. See, like, because I think a lot of people think of success as, fame, rich, wealthy, whatever the case may be. But a lot of success, realistically, is the biggest success you can have is from helping other people. And I think a lot of people miss that. Like, you have to run through a couple brick walls with a couple dummies, but the one person that you help may have saved millions of lives on top. You know what I mean? Because you never know. Like, I know I got a little homie that told me, he wasn't driving at the time. He was like 16, and he was like, man, I want to drive trucks. And I was like, okay, do you know how to drive stick shift? And he was like, nah, I don't even drive. And I'm like, all all right, fam, let's sit down and let's do this, that, and the third. Mm-hmm. And now the motherfucker making more money than me. Now I'm like, shit, hold up, cuz. He's like, man, I bought a truck and I did this and I'm traveling and this, that, and the third, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without you helping me sit down and do the plan. And I'm like, I said, dawg, that wasn't me. Mm-hmm. That was all you. I just was giving you a little game of how to do it. So pass it on, like to the next young nigga that you run into that ain't really up on game on how to do certain shit or wanted to do some research for him and help him out. So like that's dope that you see it here. I thought you were just about billionaires. Boy, billionaires. I'm sorry, billionaires.
Thank you. Thank you. It's definitely a lifestyle. It's definitely something that I'm wanting to explain more. It's something that I'm wanting to put out there a lot more for a lot of different people to understand, because you get people that come to me and they're like, you do the makeup, and I'm like, bruh.
Oh wow.
Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all
Wow.
ain't even read the caption. Y'all ain't
wow.
clicking on the picture.
Oh wow.
Y'all ain't doing nothing.
I did. I looked at some of your pictures and captions. I was like, wow. Sid done been hurt before. Okay.
But that's the real thing, and one of the things that I've learned throughout this whole situation is that you're not alone when you feel those things. And what I feel like I'm going through alone, I could be selfish by not talking to somebody about that because I could be in a room full of 10 people and, be the 11th, and probably 9 times out of 10, probably 7 of those people are going to feel the same way as me and are going through the same thing, and will come and say, you know what, damn, I thought I was the only one, you're not. Yeah. So, I ain't the only one that's hurting out here or anything like that, but...
No, you're right.
But one of the good things that has helped me... along the way that has given me a lot of leverage, and I thank her to this day, is working with everybody's favorite, and that's Megan. And so for me being able to do that and people being able to see the work that I did with her and kind of like the rapport and relationship that we built, then it allows for me to be able to come out and talk to these girls, and then that be their favorite person, and they're like, I'm their number one fan, and then when I tell them that I worked with her or that,
Like Megan, you talking about Megan Stallion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, hold up, Megan, who's everybody's favorite? Hold on, wait. You talking about WAP, Megan?
Yeah,
yes, okay.
So once we do that, and I don't really ever, I let everybody else like name drop and stuff like that, but she's one of the main reasons why I'm able to talk to a lot of the girls, other than me building up whatever.
They see where.
But they see that, and then they love that, and they're like, oh yes, and then they also see where I worked with her from, where she had like 122,000 followers to the point where now you got followers.
She got millions upon millions upon millions.
Yes.
And here's the thing, I tell people all the time, man, like, Meg dope, really. Like, when you saw her in the beginning stages, like, she really can spit, but she going for the money, and let her go. Like, let her win, let her do her thing. Like, I hate when people like that whole WAP shit that everybody got upset about. I was like, y'all niggas don't get no pussy. Well, I swear to God, all you motherfuckers complaining and crying, I got a daughter. Yeah, well, how did she get here? Nigga, it's some WAP. Nigga, get out of here. I'm just saying, like, my thing is if your child is influenced by Lil Nas X, because he been in the news like a motherfucker. If your child is influenced by Lil Nas X, WAP, and motherfucking and all that shit, then you need to check yourself. Yeah, you need to say, damn, what am I doing? Am I not involved enough in my child's life? Because my son like Lil Nas X. I'll be damned if he wears some pink braids or some shit like that. Now, listen, if my son gay, my son turned out to be gay, cool, not a problem. But, I say cool, but there's gonna be a conversation. But I'll be damned, my son is not running around here singing about no motherfucking devils and holes and shit like that. Like, my son don't even understand none of that shit. And he ain't watching none of them videos. Like, he didn't watch Old Town Road until I watched it a couple times to make sure there wasn't no subliminals in there. So, as a parent, that's what you're supposed to do. Especially with girls. Like, I'm sorry.
I just think it's an industry right now where it's like it's so fast, they're going to get like these real kids that's like, they real street kids, like, you know what I mean?
Lost,
they lost. They out here. They don't have parents. They have raised themselves.
Right.
They don't have any mentors or anybody that's around them. If they, they have fought in the trenches so hard to get above everybody else that everybody becomes a yes man, and the only people that they will listen to is people that they feel like are above them.
Oh, yeah, I got
and it may be somebody else that may not be that high as Jay-Z or Drake that can give you all the game, and they not listening to that.
Yeah.
They don't have nobody. They just have those people there that's yes men that's telling you, hey, go fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fight this
I mean,
person.
that goes with everything, because I mean, like, you know, that goes with street shit. It's like, you know, first off, there's never going to be a perfect world, to me, in my mind, because you can't have good without evil. You can't have evil without good. So it's like, you're going to have to deal with certain things that come up in this life, and people that be crying, oh, this is so bad nowadays. Nah, that's your train of thought. That's your mind frame. I'm a proud to say that, like, and I make sure, because I was not. And like, I'll be damned at, like, people that be like, oh, my son, you know, I don't want my son crying, they don't punk ass kids, you know, all this shit. It's like, wait a minute, fam, we had to do that. Your son and daughters should not have to go through what we went through. Then you clearly are stuck still in the same educational spot that your parents were. Nah, fam, you ain't grow. Like, and we have conversations. I'm cool as hell with my mom. We have conversations about it all the time. And it's like, yeah, nigga, we didn't do holidays. We didn't do none of that shit. Like, we ain't allowed to call her on her birthday. None of that shit, right? And it was funny because, you know, she was like, she asked me, you know, are you doing something for his birthday and Christmas? Because they're real close. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah. I said, he deserves to know that his birthday is important and Christmas, you know, is important. She's like, oh, I raised y'all completely wrong. And it's like, yeah, like she just wrapped both them presents up. And and it's a good joke. And I be separating shop by shit in the beginning of the month. Be like, all right, nigga, we're gonna separate the shoes are for Christmas, and the motherfucker, for your birthday you're gonna get this. So it's like, for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, but our generation grew up hard. Our generation grew up in the fucking crack era. Well, I don't know how old you are, but my generation grew up in the crack era. And if this generation, they growing up in pills and this, that, and the third, and gays, if that's the worst they got, I'm all right. Like, I'll be okay with that.
And I feel like that's to each his own, because it's like, right. You know, drugs can be bad, and then another person can look at all of those other things
and not even be affected.
And not be affected, or they can think that's just as bad or worse.
Yeah.
So it just depends on, like
your
I said,
preference.
Your preference and what you got going on. Like I said, with those artists and with different people and different women, what I just discovered is through the process of them raising themselves. And coming out, like I said, they don't have that foundation, and they don't have any, they don't have an Erykah Badu in their corner to be able to go and talk to and get advice from, to be able to even change the narrative of their music, to be able to say, I don't even want to talk about this anymore.
But we just don't really, as a society, as a culture, we really don't fuck with.
Well, we don't, because it's more of this over here, and then, like I said, we hear the majority of that, and then that's what we accept, and that's what we want to hear, or we think is the best, and then we have a good substantial amount of people over here that talk about good stuff, but the light never shines on it, and it never.
But that's how it's always been. Like Lauryn Hill didn't get her respect until she went crazy. Yeah. Erykah Badu still don't get the respect she should be getting. She is a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame first ballot inductee, but she won't get it because she didn't really get to the next level because she didn't want to do all the rest of that shit.
She didn't want to corrupt the minds.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. That's why Lauryn Hill disappeared. But you have Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott was subliminal with her shit, but Missy Elliott can spit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eve could spit, but Eve was spitting about real shit.
Yeah,
and Eve looked good. I used to love Eve.
But they had a balance. You know what I'm saying? You got Missy where she's singing about, or she's singing and rapping about. Right. You know, she has R&B. She got the pop over here. She got the dance. She got everything. You know what I'm saying? She could go from. I don't know why things. I can't stand the rain to Get Your Freak On. So
for sure.
You know, so she's still out here like Get Your Freak. You know,
right?
She's still.
But it's balanced. It's balanced. And I think I do believe you're correct on that part. We do miss the balance in the music game, but we have balance more than we've ever had now in film. Like, when have we ever had a full-on movie about a toxic ass relationship between a light skin and a dark skin in one house, and that shit was. Hey man, I watched it twice, and I got into 2 fights, 2 different nights with 2 different women. Okay, I didn't listen. I will never watch that. Fuck you, I used to love Zendaya. Now I can't stand her ass now. I said, as soon as that movie even pops up on Netflix as a reminder, do you want to watch again? I delete it. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
No,
okay?
he trash.
He was trash. He was trash too. He had some fucked up situations. He should have said, but she listen. See, just like a woman, just taking defense for it.
No, all I'm saying is this wouldn't even happen if he had said.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, baby.
Man, listen. But,
I appreciate you.
Man, listen. Players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Players fuck up.
And all he had to do was say players fuck up, but what did he do? He started talking.
No, he did apologize.
Bringing up other bitches. Bringing up other bitches.
Women. Selective hearing. He said it in the beginning while she was spazzing the fuck out. He said, I've been saying sorry to you all night, and you just been grabbing my leg, telling me it's okay, don't worry about it. And now you want to fuck up my mac and cheese. And yeah, see, listen, I'm just saying, I remember, listen, we're not going to do this. I'm out of here.
I was about to say.
We're not going to do this. Not this episode. We're not going to do this. Not today. Anyway, all right, so tell them where they can find you at. If there's some girls that want to reach out, like, is there an email that they can reach out to? You know, IG, you already said. Explain why you changed from Sid Escada to Big Escada.
Okay, so check this out. Mm-hmm. So I got selected. Well, not selected. I was hired to cast a Trap Boy Freddy Young Dolph video,
okay, and
we were like in a certain situation, in a certain place. And they were out there. I may or may not have been present at this time, but they were out there doing like donuts and doing like
they was out the trap. They was out the acting fool.
Yes. Spectating at a reckless driving event. So basically, what happened was they did all of that. They said they flew a helicopter over us 2 hours prior to. Police officers barricading us in because it was only one way into the parking lot where we were going and one way out. Okay. So they blocked us. They sent 50 squad cars there and they dispersed all of those officers. And it was about maybe 100 cars that were out there. They dispersed all of those police officers and they wrote every single person that was present a ticket for being a spectator at a reckless driving event. Although the events that may or may not have happened happened 2 hours prior to that, and they said that they saw it through a helicopter, and they came 2 hours later. So I had a ticket for that. They gave everybody, if it was 5 people in the car, they gave all five people a ticket. So that ticket was like $300. I had to go to court, and so things of that nature. So I just didn't want nobody to see or find me or anything. So I had changed all my names on my social media.
You ducking the feds? Okay. I see you ducking the feds. I got you. Okay, that makes sense. All right. I was like, damn, so Trap Boy, them niggas looking for you. Wait a minute, you got to go, nigga. No, you got to go right now. No.
So yeah, Snoop murder was the case that they gave me. It got dismissed. It was dismissed. That she was dismissed.
Oh wow. So tell them where they can find you at, and if they want to approach you, how should they approach you? And then I'll let you get up out of here.
Okay, so yeah, they can, if any models or any girls wanted to find me for whatever reason, they can always find me at billionaires_concepts. Okay. That's going to be my main business page. They can also find me at that Big Escada, that _big_Escada. And then they can email me, billionairesconceptsmanagement@gmail.com. But most of the time, if they find me on one of those social media handles, they can DM me. They can send me an email. Most of the time, a lot of girls just DM me and ask me questions, and they say, "Can I do this?" or "How can I join you?" and all of these things. And then I just network with all of those girls and keep them on. So yeah,
there's no incorrect way to hit you. Okay, there we go.
I would say no. Don't hit me up with one word, like haze and highs or whatever the case may be. If you are wanting something, if you are needing something from me, you always need to just, put your best foot forward and just lead with that. Say what it is that you need. Be humble. Be really kind about it. And then you always, that's the only thing that I did. And every single time, I've never gotten a no.
That's what's up.
So yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I appreciate you coming out, man. You know what I'm saying?
We ambiance and everything. It's all cool and everything. Trying to fuck with me.
Listen, man. Listen, you cracking short jokes and shit. So it was dope though, man. I appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate you.
We'll have to have you on again and maybe bring some of the squad out and have a drunk situation.
Oh, I was about to get out my head. I was about to say, have you some Hennessy, have some tequila things
wow.
like that and get turned.
Hey, I rock with Hennessy, so yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, we.
Until next time, man.